How do you spot author's intent on GED RLA questions? Have you ever read a passage and wondered what the author was really trying to say? Understanding the author's intent is key to mastering the reasoning through language arts section of the General Educational Development Test. Let's break down how to spot that intent effectively. First, think about why the author wrote the piece. The intent usually falls into four main categories: to inform, to persuade, to entertain, or to explain. When you read, ask yourself what message the author wants to convey. Next, look at the type of passage you are reading. Is it a story, a letter, an article, or an advertisement? Each type gives you clues about the author's intent. For instance, stories often aim to entertain, while articles are more likely to inform. Pay attention to the tone and language used in the passage. If the author uses emotional language or strong opinions, they might be trying to persuade you. On the other hand, if the writing is straightforward and factual, the intent is likely to inform. Consider the main idea or message of the passage. What is the author focusing on? Look for details or examples that support their purpose. If the passage highlights problems and calls for action, it is likely persuasive. If it explains how something works, the intent is to inform. Watch for any bias or the author's point of view. Sometimes, the author's background influences their intent, especially in persuasive writing. Recognizing bias can help you understand what the author wants you to think or do. When you tackle multiple choice questions on the GED, use the process of elimination. Remove options that do not match the passage's tone, style, or content. Think about what the author wants the reader to feel or learn after reading. For those preparing for the GED, practice is essential. Read different types of passages and actively ask yourself, why did the author write this? This habit will help you quickly identify intent during the test. Remember, questions about the author's intent may be direct or phrased differently, such as asking about the purpose or point of view. By focusing on the passage type, tone, main idea, supporting details, and the author's perspective, you can spot the author's intent with confidence on GED reasoning through language arts questions.